All right, so for our warm-up, we're at this Crazy Charlie's. We're flexing hard. We're eating all the shakes and stuff. Mr. Wells' advice, and I can attest, it's been a few years, but it's good. Half vanilla shake, half blue slushy. Sounds weird. I thought it sounded weird. Mr. Wells kept saying, that's actually good. And then I trusted Mr. Wells, and it was actually good. So next time you go. Anyway.
Is it better than just a vanilla shake?
Yeah, I think it was. But, so you got this much food going at Crazy Charlie's. You know, you're getting the extra cheese dog. So I don't know. Seems a little expensive, but what would you do to calculate the tip you would need to pay on this food bill? James?
There are two ways you could do it.
Okay.
You could get the tip just regular and then add it to the original.
So I'm going to hold off on adding it, actually, because I still need to do stuff like a discount and tax, right? There's lots of... So you're talking about getting a new total or just finding the tip, right? I'm going to stay away from getting a new total because I'm going to use this total for tax still, but I like what you're thinking there. So how would I just get my tip, just my straight up tip, James?
You multiply by 0.2.
Yeah, multiply by 0.2 or 20%. And how much of a tip is that? Should have probably had it written down, no?
7.95 cents.
$7.95. So I'm going to circle that so I don't lose it. I'm just going to circle that so I don't lose it. So I know my food and I know my tip. But I know I'm getting a discount, right? What's my discount?
10%. Yeah.
So there's two ways to do this. I'm going to encourage you to do the way I'm about to show you if you've never done it this way. This could be new. And the way I do it like this is because it works when we do exponential functions later in the year to make our function. So if I have $39.78, so follow me here. If I'm taking 10% off, what percentage is left? 90% is left. You guys seeing that? So stay with me. I haven't written any. If I'm taking 10% off, what percent's left? 90. So 10% off is 90% of the original. I'm actually going to multiply by 0.9. Now this isn't going to tell me the amount of my discount. What's this going to tell me? What's it going to tell me? Nope, this is not going to tell me how much to take off. How much is left, right? I'm taking off 10%. If I take off 10%, that's telling me how much is left. Okay, so the amount left is $35.80. I'm going to circle that. So that's my price after discount. Now, when I get tax, I pay tax on how much I'm actually paying to the store. Right? So I'm going to use my discount price here, $35.80. And so for tax, I have two options. I can find how much my tax is and add it on, or I can do one step. So stay with me again. Here's the thing that could be kind of new, but kind of cool. What percentage is no change in tax? What percentage of the bill would be no change, Joe? 100%, right? So if I'm going to get a new total, 100% doesn't change anything. Michigan sales tax would increase that by what percent?
0.06.
6%, right? So for that reason, I'm going to multiply by 1.06. This is going to give me a new total with tax. This will not tell me how much my tax is. This is automatically going to add my tax on. Is everybody seeing that?
47.948.
So the new total would be $37.95. We're just always going to go to the nearest penny.
So then should we did 7.95?
Yes, we would add the tip onto this.
No, the tip would be then 7.96.
Because it was 95 cents.
Oh, I just wrote down what you so 9.6. Okay. We add those together. So this is the total with tax. This is the tip. And that's $45.91. Splitting it evenly among how many people?
4.
Divide that by 4. To 4 people, $11.48 each. For a nice night out on the town, that doesn't seem too bad. All right, that doesn't seem too bad.
Well, my Crazy Charlie says.
I really want us to focus on understanding that and understanding that. That's what's going to be a little newish today. And the reason I want you to understand those is it's new, but it's not new. And it lets you just do one step instead of two. Now, one thing you got to be cautious of with the stuff we're starting today is you could be asked two different things. when we're talking about tax, we could ask, what's the new total? Or we could ask, how much tax do you pay? Those are two different questions. If it asks how much tax do you pay, 0.06 all day, right?
But if
If it's asking for a new total, you could do 0.06 and add it. But I want to point out,
it's easier to do.
one step, well, this is also 0.06 and adding it. Watch this. If we took our tax and we distributed to the 1, what's 3580 times 1?
It's 35.
3580. Then plus, distribute it to the 0.06. That is your tax. It's like there. It's just built in. And again, you're going to have to use this when we do things like exponential growth and decay in the later unit. And so I need to get you used to using these sometimes, all right? Cool. Just like we always do, we kind of used our warm-up to do a bunch of our lesson. So I just want to point out some stuff, okay? You know me and big ideas. So big ideas for all these. There's a bunch of words you're going to see if you were to look at like objectives or if you were to look at this in a textbook. Just a reminder, if you're in class, your computers probably should be closed right now. So we already saw tax, tip, discount, okay? So increase in price, decrease in price, right? We've already seen all these things. There are some other things you're going to see are markup. So that's what a store does when they like get a product and they should sell it for more because that's how you make money, right? And then another one that kids always kind of struggle with is commission. And that's what I kind of want to like focus on for a minute, just what it is. Because all of these are going to fall in the same framework. We're either increasing by percentage or decreasing by a percentage. Big picture, that's the same. Don't get caught up in the word, right? What is commission? Who can explain to me what commission is? Let's go to maybe a Zoomer, get some of you guys a little more engaged. If you're a Zoomer that'd like to tell me what you think commission is, just turn on your video. And if nobody turns on the video, I'm just going to pick somebody. All right, Tanyan. What's commission?
Commission is basically like how much you earn, or basically like how much you earn.
From doing what? What kind of jobs?
From usually it's a service.
It is a service. I'd say sales, the service of selling stuff. Okay. So, like a car salesman, a real estate agent, anybody who sells anything. There's people. I remember I had a parent. He sold like headlight glue to like GM and stuff or something like that, right? And he made every time he'd make this big sale, he earns a percentage of his sale. That's how he earned money. Okay, so that's commission. So don't get caught up in like commission sounding fancy or crazy. It's a percentage. All of these are percentage. So like where kids will get in trouble is they approach these as like it's this type of problem, I do this. Don't do that, right? Unless you're doing it under the umbrella of it's either increasing by percent or decreasing by percent. And to kind of put this in position in comparison to yesterday we were doing the amount of change divided by the original to find what? Amount of change divided by original gave us what? What were we calculating for yesterday? The increase or decrease, right? Percent change is the word out. Today, we're using a percent change that's given in our lesson to like get the new value, right? It's like the different piece to the puzzle today. So let's start with some commission, okay? Now let's say you got this Supreme hat you're getting rid of, okay? You guys know what Supreme is? Okay. And you're selling it on Stock X, okay? Stock X makes money by keeping some of your sales. Do you know that? All those companies, eBay, Amazon even. Amazon doesn't just sell Amazon stuff. It's like a place you can buy like other people's stuff too. So let's say they take 20% commission. And how much you going to sell your Supreme hat for on there, you think, guys? 70 bucks?
75.
Let's do 75, yeah. I like that. So how much money would Supreme get? How would I figure that out?
You would find 20% of 75.
Yeah, 20% of 75 would give their commission. All right? And that's going to be $15.
Wait. So, like...
I know that's, well, you can just do that. I know it's $15 because I know 10% is 750. 10% 20. Anyway, Joe.
So wait, so then like, is the $15 for like stock X?
Yeah.
So they would make 15, or would they make
They would
75
make
and
60.
So here's what would happen.
The person
They would make 15. You would make
60.
only 80% of the sale, right? Which would be $60. So there's two. They could ask you two things here. How much does stock X make? How much do you make? If they make 20% of your sale, you only make 80%, right? They get the commission in this case. You don't get the commission. So they're the ones providing the service. Okay. So, what's something you guys are wanting to buy right now? Because like all these are like the same problem. You guys want a PS5, don't you?
Yes.
No.
There's
Okay.
no place else to get
A PS. They should have made after the PS3. They should have done a PS Pi.
Yes.
So let's talk about the PS Pi. Okay, that should have come before the PS4 if you're asking me. A PS Pi would have cost like $314.15. Let's say. Okay, that's probably what it would have cost. We're just guessing. Okay, and it wasn't very popular, so they had to put it on sale. Okay, and they put it 31.4% off. Okay.
They gotta put it 100.
So there's two questions that could be asked here, right? The two questions that could be asked from this information would be, how much is the discount, or what's the new price? Are you guys seeing how those are two different things? So let's split that up and we'll do both. So to find out how much the discount is, what would I do? All I want is the discount. Like how much money am I saving? James?
Times 0.314.
Yep. So I'm going to multiply by that because the discount's going to take that much off. So 314.15 times 0.314. And that's a discount of $98.64. But you could also be asked, what's the new price? Now, we could use this information to subtract. But I'm going to encourage us to do this. Now, if you're getting 31.4% off, what percent is left?
68.6.
68.6. Well, 0.686 as a decimal. So do you see how this would give us a new total? Without doing the, I guess you still have to subtract from 100, but 0.686 times 314.15. And that means the new price, what a deal. $215.51.
You already know Mr. Max getting his kid on the
Yeah, get that PS Pi.
No, I'm not buying
Joe.
So for the one on the left,
Yeah.
you would take that number and subtract it from the two?
So you could. So if I took this discount amount and I subtracted it from here, it pumps this out.
Oh, okay.
I'm showing, though, you can just pump out the new total by interpreting your percentage. And I'm going to encourage you to practice this kind of thing because when we do these things called exponential functions later, that's how you have to represent your percent change. All right? So it's just a good skill to practice. Next thing. One more thing I want to talk about is called markup. Okay? Because we didn't see that yet today. What do you think markup's going to do to the price of something? Everybody say it. It's going to go up, right? So, this happens. I got experience with this. My dad, I think I told you before, owned restaurants. And one restaurant, all summer was so busy, there was a line out the door, like for real, all summer. So, he built a gift shop for people to wait in so they would buy junk they didn't want to buy because they were just bored. Okay? And so I had to do every job in the restaurant for a summer. And so one summer I had gift shop duty. And one of my jobs was to get new inventory and mark it up and put it on shelves and stuff. And you had to decide what price is it going to be on the little sticker. Now ours was pretty easy. You just multiplied by 2 and then went to the nearest 49 or 99. Now what percentage increase is that if I'm multiplying by 2?
200.
So let's talk about that. So let's say it was a $10 thing and I multiplied by 2 and it went to 20. Okay? Is that a 200% increase?
No.
What's the percent increase here?
100%.
100%, James, and I did this on purpose. If I did 100% of it, how much is the change? Nothing, right? So times 100 is no change. So to go from 100 to 200%, that is a markup of 100%. But let's say, let me say that again, Connor. If you're thinking that's a markup of 100%, 10 times 1 is 10, that's no change. It's 100%. So if I wanted a 100% markup, I'd have to do 10 times 200%, because 100% is no change. So let's say, though, Joe.
So if you mark
The 1, if you did the 1, that would be the amount of your markup, not a new total.
so
Yeah.
that would be a 0%.
0% change,
Yeah.
times 1, 0% change. Yeah, cool. So let's, I don't know, you guys want to pick something out instead of me just picking out weird stuff?
Yeah.
What do you want to pick out? What are we selling?
Basketball
Basketball
cards.
cards,
You
okay?
know what I really want to sell?
So you get that pack of basketball cards.
Washington's Sweat.
Okay, so b-ball cards. And let's say you get a shipment in, and one pack cost you $1.50.
What? Packs these things
Okay.
cost so much.
Well, I'm just making up numbers here. Okay? But if you're a business, you want to increase that by 150%. So 150% increase is what you're going to apply. So, Zoomers, what you're going to do is get the number you think I need to multiply by to get a new total. Don't hit enter in the chat yet. Just get it in the chat, and then when I say hit enter, hit it, okay?
Wait, didn't you just give me the answer?
No, 1.5 is the $1.50. What am I multiplying my $1.50 by to show to show 150% increase?
It's okay that you
Everybody in Zoom, have your number typed in, and then I'm gonna have you hit enter in a moment.
John, it's okay you're having trouble.
All right, so everybody hit enter in 3, 2, 1. Hit enter. What number did you get?
No one did.
1,000%. Okay. 3.75.
Whoa.
I think Henry gave us an answer. Wow, I was hoping for more than 4 people there. I think these are answers. Okay, well, let's talk about it.
Everyone just copying.
Let me show you the number 1 wrong thing, students, right in here to multiply by to get the new price.
3.7.
That's the number 1 wrong thing. How much of a percent increase is 1.5 or 150%?
100.
100. If I multiply by 150%, how much is the increase there?
57.
That'd be a 50% increase, right? 100% is no change. So if I want a new total, I would then need to multiply by 250%. Again, how much of a change is 100%? Nothing. It's the same. Times 1, it is it. So if I want a new total, I need to add that to 100%.
And then it is.
Yeah, I think they got answers. $3.75 is how much you
Your
get
chat is
selling.
blowing
You're
up.
on the right increase.
All right. All right, we chatting on Zoom. There it is, 2.5. Yeah, it's good stuff, good stuff. So that would be markup. Now, let's get down big ideas because there's a bunch of things I can show you. So, big ideas. 100% is no change. Right? That's like our base. We're either going to increase or decrease. There's also 2 different questions. You could have the amount of change or total, right? So you have to interpret what it's asking you for. You guys seeing that? So when you have a bill with tax, they could ask you how much tax do you pay, or they could ask you for a new bill total with tax. All right, and you're going to say, are percents going up or down? Don't think of it in terms of, oh, commission problems are like this, tax problems are like this, tip problems are like this. Big picture, are percentages increasing or decreasing? And then how's that look? I'm going to give you a little heads up too on the homework. Maybe I should have done it early for first hour. Tonight's homework is like all percentage stuff, not just this mark discount stuff. So first hour got into that homework and started trying to like do this kind of stuff, which they should have known. Those weren't the questions asked. all percent stuff's game for homework tonight, right? So slow down, say, what's this telling me? Don't just try to go right to do this, because some problems are like this and some are like stuff that we have been doing, all right? So the homework's on Go Formative. Hit me in the chat if you need something.